Good evening, everyone. And we are on episode, I believe it's 5 already. Tonight we have actually several guests. These are really fun women. I know you know them. They have a little over 20,000 friends that they probably speak to on a daily basis. Tonight's guests are Merrick Girls Weekday Recipes. And I felt that they were important because they have actually had this page for, I believe it's over 6 years. And to be able to maintain that page with the constant activity takes a lot of work. And I think they needed a little shout out. So we're going to bring on our first guest, which is Melissa. Melissa was one of the original 3 or 4. But anyway, help me welcome Melissa. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you so much for joining me tonight.
It's my pleasure.
So who doesn't know Merrick Girls Weekday Recipes? Who doesn't know you guys?
I'm pretty sure that over 20,000 people know us, not only from Merrick, from really all around the world. The page began in Merrick, actually in a friend's kitchen. I was playing Mahjong and we were leaving, and it was that 3 o'clock time with the what's for dinner. And, you know, everyone said, what should I do with this chicken or the steak or the shrimp or fish or whatever? And I said, you know what? I'm going to start a page. There's a Merrick Moms page, and every community has a page. So I'm going to start a page. So that's exactly what I did. And then it just snowballed, and there was a domino effect that went crazy. We have a few rules on the page, which is you cannot yuck anybody's yum.
I love it.
Because not everybody follows those rules, we have about 600 people who are blocked. We have a no tolerance policy. You have to be nice. You have to, if you put up a recipe, if you put up a picture of a post, all we ask is that you put up how you did it. Okay. And if you don't have a formal recipe, you put a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And it's become a great, great community.
Now, you were one of the original developers, but there were 2 more, correct?
There are 3 more.
Really?
So I actually, when I began it, I needed help.
Of course.
I needed computer help, actually, to begin with.
Okay.
And I used to see Robin online all the time, and I said, you know what, I bet you she knows what she's doing, because I don't.
Okay.
So Robin, I, grabbed, and then she said, can I be an admin? I said, sure, because I didn't even know what I was getting into.
Sure.
So then, and everybody has a role. So, Laura's there, Carol's there, everyone, they were either police. Well, it takes a lot of people to police 20,000 people.
Sure. 20,000.
And what happened was we saw that it was so popular and everybody loved it. It was their go-to page. They wouldn't even go to their home page. Everyone would wake up and go straight to this page. And what's beautiful about it as well is when the holidays come, any holiday,
right,
people are asking and sharing recipes. And, it's really nice. So our first Christmas, we said, why don't we have a Christmas party? Ooh. And we found a place that would hold X amount of people.
Okay.
And we had some sort of contest. I can't remember what it was.
I remember that.
So that we were able to, get like the 40 people, even though we felt bad, like 200 or so wanted to come.
Sure.
All from different towns.
Yes.
And we've had people come from California. And so what happened was we had a Christmas party, and I cannot begin to tell you the lifelong friendships that have already taken place. And people, it's just a great community. A lot of people have become really good friends. People came alone, which really impressed me, because that's something I would never do. I would never have the guts to do that. And it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
But you had the guts to start a page? And
I had the guts to start the page, and I don't know I would have had the guts to walk into a place by myself like that. But to the people that didn't think to you, I mean, we made a friend, this Sherry Coots in Texas, who does a lot of things for a children's hospital or something.
Yes.
And then there's this woman, Barbara, and Cindy, who are constantly knitting little hats for newborns and sending them to her in Texas. I mean, so many things have taken place in friendships, and it's really nice. And what's beautiful also about the page is you could be in the supermarket and they could have not one, let's say you're missing an ingredient. You can just go down another aisle, but quickly write on the page, what can I substitute? And by the time you get down the aisle, you have 20 answers.
That's amazing. Now,
it's really nice.
How long ago did you guys start this page? Because I think it was 2015.
I'd be lying if I told you I knew. I don't know. It feels like it's been around forever.
Well,
I've been 2015.
I remember
Robin had put together, or somebody, I don't even know anymore. Robin put together a cookbook from the beginning that we had.
That's amazing.
That was beautiful.
Now,
and we've had.
How can people get that cookbook?
I just made it for myself.
She just made it for herself. So you just go online, you just print, whatever you want and take it to Staples and put a binder on it.
Okay.
And there you go. But a lot of recipes have really circulated.
That's amazing.
And, it's just fun. It's really fun. And we've all been out, each of us, separately, where somebody has said, aren't you, blah, 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 from Merrick Girls Weekday Recipes. And it's fun.
Famous. Now,
not really. It does give us a thrill. I can't lie.
I remember when, and this is going back a number of years, you had the little totes. Do you remember when you were selling the totes?
We had, you know what? We could use them now because there are no shopping bags anymore. So yes, we had the shopping bags. That were really cute. We made them and we sold them, but we gave the money to charity.
I bought 2.
So I have them somewhere. I've given them away.
I went to somebody's house and they were left for me and I got my 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're great. It's fun.
That's actually a really good idea to do now.
Yeah. Especially because everyone needs them.
Yeah. I mean, I work and I don't, have my little plastic bags anymore.
Right.
So I say you bring back the totes. I'll be your first customer.
It's definitely something to think about.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah,
I had reached out to you guys because one of the objectives of my podcasts are to bring people to light and have people really, hear, why they've done certain things. We've had a volunteer firefighter. We've had, everybody that's been on my podcast so far just gives and gives and gives so much. And I think that, and I've said this before, I think that some people want to give back, but they don't know how to. And so sometimes, you can hear someone and get an idea from them about, oh, you know what? I'm good at this. I think I can do this. So bravo to you for this.
Let me just add, for a few years, Thanksgiving, we had a Thanksgiving drive where we chose like a church somewhere in another town, whoever really was capable of coming to pick up a ton of food. And we had to drop off, day and time. And the amount of food that was dropped off, I cannot begin to even tell you. And we did that for a few years as well.
Well, I think that that's really important.
And then COVID came, and then, we can't do that now.
I think that's really important to mention that not only do you promote this page to help people like myself, what do you want for dinner? The same old, the same old, the same old.
The same old, and you know what? It's every house. Every house is what do you want, what is, and my husband will tell you I don't even cook. But I've learned a lot from the page. So.
That is the question that is dreaded in my house. What do you
everybody? Right.
I don't know. What do you want to eat? And
right. And they say they don't care, but everybody cares.
It goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So funny.
Exactly.
I can't thank you enough. You've just been absolutely wonderful. I want to highlight the fundraising that you've done. and I want you to keep me posted on any additional fundraising initiatives that you may have, and I will make sure to continue to get the word out beyond Merrick and support you.
Thank you. Thank you. We really appreciate it.
Oh,
And this was really nice. Thank you for having us.
I
And for recognizing us. That was really nice.
I knew I wanted to have you guys on early on. I had made a short list, and you guys were on the short list.
I'm glad we made it. I'm glad we made it.
Oh, thank you so much. So now I'd like the opportunity to bring on your next co-conspirator, we'll call her, Carol. She was one of the originals as well. And so, Robin, I'm going to say goodbye to you and I'm going to bring Carol out, okay? So thank you so much for your time, and I look forward
Anytime.
to having more conversations with you, okay?
I'm glad you're a part of our community. Thank you.
Thanks, Robin. Let's welcome Carol. Hi,
No, I'm Laura.
Carol. Oh, Laura, I'm sorry. Do you
It's
mind
okay.
going, Carol? Laura?
No, I can go now. That's fine.
All right, Laura, let's go.
That's fine. Well, I started out on the page. I'm a rule follower.
Yes.
My whole family will tell you that I'm the one that sits in the car and says everyone's breaking the traffic rules and whatnot. So I was the original poster of the rules because we had a big community and we needed to, I guess, organize the page a little bit. So we set up some rules, and there are a couple of rules, but the main rule really is if you post a recipe, if you post a picture of something that you made for dinner, you need to include a recipe, because by posting a picture, it's nice if everyone could look at it, but it'd be nicer if they can make it. So that was our biggest that's our biggest rule, I should say, our main rule.
Okay.
And from it, we've gotten tons of great recipes. We've had some big hits like egg roll in a bowl.
Oh, I've made that.
You don't like it?
I love it.
Oh, okay.
My son loves it. Takes it to work it's always better the next day.
But it was just, someone posted a recipe, came up with a name for it, and it just was amazing. Then all of a sudden, everyone else was posting pictures of them making it. It was a big hit. And like Melissa said, when the holidays come, people are asking for recipes. Another big hit was mandel tort, that people are asking for recipes. That's something that I actually put as one of my favorites. So every year I go back to I have the recipe right there. I make it.
Yes.
And then, of course, Robin's famous ribs.
Oh, yes.
I slow cooker.
Short ribs, yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So the short ribs. So those were just a few of the, very, very popular recipes. Then in the beginning, we haven't done it as much now, but in the beginning, we used to post challenges, daily challenges. Like, for instance, on a Wednesday, we would just say, or earlier in the week, we'd say, okay, Wednesday's chicken day.
Right.
Meaning you needed to make a dish that included chicken and post your recipe so that everybody had several different recipes to go to, or salad. You would be surprised at how many different ways you can make a salad. And some people are so creative and can plate things so beautifully. I know me, I put a pork chop and a vegetable on a plate, and I tell my husband, no, you can't wait. You can't eat it yet. I have to take a picture first because I have to post it. But some people just are really very, very creative. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what, Laura, I have to tell you, I love to cook. I cook a lot of Italian specialties. I cook something called carduna, which is slang for cardone. That's that giant celery that you get.
Okay.
Well, it's a pain to cook, but I love it. And I only make it twice a year, Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I love to cook. But I end up cooking the same things over and over. Like my son will say, chicken cutlets again, Mom?
Well, you have to go back on the page and type in chicken up on the top, and you'll come up with several recipes, different recipes for chicken. But those challenges were really fun, and it was amazing how excited people got to come up with different variations of for the challenges. Like people really had fun.
I actually found a recipe with chicken and artichoke hearts, and he loved them. I mean, I've made it with shrimp and artichoke hearts, and delicious.
That was it was fun that when we did those challenges. We haven't done them in a while, you know, I guess with COVID and everyone was, you know, pretty much but
you know what, fun. I want to say one more thing about your page, because I do check in often. I look. I don't. Sometimes I'll post pictures. I know we always take pictures of our food. Why? Because it looks so pretty. But one of the things that I know you do is you make sure everyone's being nice.
Oh, without a doubt. That's, as Melissa said, you cannot yuck anyone's yum. It's not fair. What someone likes, you might not like, but
that's right.
We right away we delete any comments that are like that. We look at the stuff, and we actually now have, there are a couple of people that actually will send us messages if they see something that we haven't seen, and you know, we might give somebody 1 or 2 chances, but depending on the comment, we might just block them.
You know, I think that's so important, because social media has really, in some cases, sunk into a new low where, you know, people attack small businesses. Listen, a lot of our business owners live in our community. You're hurting them. If you don't like the way Joe made your hero, try Steve. Try somebody else. It's okay. We're allowed to have choices. But to bash a business where somebody's livelihood is feeding their family and paying their bills is just not
you don't
right.
know what's going on. You don't know what's going on in their life, and you know
what?
So there's no reason to, you know, to put anyone's recipe down. You know what? If you don't like it, then just scroll through.
Scrolling.
Exactly.
Keep
There's
scrolling.
something else on the page that you can make that your family will like. It's that simple.
Well, Laura, I think you're doing a great job as police.
Thank you, and thank you for having us.
I'd like to see your badge next time, security.
Well, that would be my badge, yeah.
And really, I want to thank you again for taking the time, you know, again, to promote the positivity in our community, which is my objective. And you girls do a phenomenal job. And thank you. You guys just keep doing you.
Thank you. That's what we try to do. Right.
And again, any fundraisers, please feel free. You reach out to me. I will get you support. I will get you support.
I appreciate it.
So now I'm going to actually bring on Carol that I was supposed to bring on, but I want to say goodbye to you, Laura. Thank you again.
And thank you.
You're welcome.
Yay! I
Hi, Carol.
now I forgot what I wanted to say.
Thank you for my boo-boo.
Wait, you had one more. I gotta say, Melissa's the one in blue. She was on first.
Yes.
I don't know who's on second. No,
yes.
Laura's second. Now me, and then Robin's
bringing up the caboose.
Exactly. Okay, we got that straight. We're good. But I forgot everything I wanted to say.
So let's talk. So how do you feel about the page? How do you feel about?
I love the page. I'm very, very social. I was the last one on board. But we recently added Allison Heidensfinger, whatever her middle name is, Dorfman, to be also a new policeman, because you know what? Everybody's in and out at different times. So this way, nothing, you know, we don't let any jerks get past us, basically.
All righty.
Yeah, but and we've had a few. It'll be in my book.
So, oh, you writing a book?
No, but I'm saying it could be.
Well, only because we mentioned earlier about the cookbook. Is that something that you guys would think about doing? And
We tried doing a whole bunch of things, but basically the fundraisers, like when we had the Thanksgiving one where everybody came and dropped off food, that was at the beginning. Those were easier, because this is a full-time job just to do what we do,
Wow.
pretty much. So, it adds, and plus we have our own homes, so it
Of
adds a lot
course.
of stuff. But we're pretty famous now because we were on the Restaurant Hunter, which
Oh,
was on
tell me that.
Fios. Yeah, it was excellent. Like I was the last one on board and it was right around then, and I was the last one because I stay up till like 2, 3 in the morning, so I can keep an eye late at night and make sure that Laura, the policeman's rules are followed. But they also called me the librarian at the beginning because I can Google anything. If you need it, I find it.
Okay.
So that kind of thing. But so we were on the Restaurant Hunter because I told Robin, because I watch TV a lot, and so I said, we could try and do that, and she's the facilitator, so I gave, I told her go do that, and that was the idea, and she followed through, and he contacted us, and
Well,
yeah, and it was Laura. Basically, at that point, it was Laura, and Robin and Melissa, and they invited me over for dessert. And I was so excited to come in, I kind of fell down the steps, but it was funny. But it was really a great episode. If anybody could, we have the link. If you search our group, you'll find the link.
when we're ready to do this podcast, I'm going to send you girls the link. You send me the link for the Restaurant Hunters, and let's post it together.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
But you like I keep repeating, I thoroughly enjoy the page, and the fact that you've been, and I did do my research, and I believe it was 2015 when you
It
guys
was.
did the page. So that's 7 years, 6
And
years.
I became friends with Robin through the page. I mean, I knew Melissa because we both worked at a day camp, and
Right.
I knew of Laura because I knew her son from the day camp.
Right.
And actually, I used to feed Laura's son because I was the baking counsel, only I didn't know how to bake. But we had fun because I'm all into food fights and stuff. So that was really funny. And then Robin, we were talking about artichokes on the page, and Robin made these artichokes, and I knew her husband,
Ooh.
but not her. And then she dropped off 4 artichokes that were amazing. And we just became like unbelievably almost family now. We're almost like family. And
That's
yeah, we decided one year we were gonna garden together, and we planted pumpkins that turned out to be spaghetti squash, and that was a nice surprise. And just
okay.
crazy stuff. But between the 4 of us, we went to Florida together one time. We just had a really good time.
Nice. So one of my favorite fall vegetables, I'll just tell you, is butternut squash.
Oh yeah.
I love
syrup,
butternut squash soup, roasted butternut squash. So let's come up with some recipes for butternut squash because I could eat that every day. I love it.
Hey, it's getting to be fall. You'll see there'll be a ton of recipes.
I'm not
the beauty of it,
This summer, I'm not rushing this summer, but fall is really one of my favorite.
I get hot flashes. I'm really cool with fall. The summer's too much for me. But yeah, we'll have a ton of recipes. That's the nice thing, like what Laura said, and Melissa with the holidays. Everybody pitches in, and you come up with old favorites and a lot of new ones. The same thing with like the seasons,
So I'll tell you what, I promise that when I make my Italian gaduna, my cardone, I'm going to post it and I will take pictures.
Hey, you're on.
2-day process, but I will do it because it is that good that I will do it twice a year.
For 2 days, it's got to be really good. Wow.
It's fried. It's Italian. It's good.
How could it be bad? Exactly.
Exactly. And I'll even do my rice bowl recipe.
I like that. I'm in.
You girls can have a tray of rice bowls at Christmas.
There you go. I'm in.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for having us. We really appreciate it.
Listen, like I said, you guys were on my short list because you stand out. You really do. I don't know if you guys know really what you do and maybe the impact it has on, other people, and maybe they
No,
really.
we do. We went to I forgot whose party. It was some party at a local restaurant, and there were these two girls kept staring at us, and they were adorable. And it turned out they were our fans. It was just so funny.
Okay.
Yeah, we just met so many nice people, like people like that we became friends with, like socially.
Yeah.
We'll go out to, it's just so nice. They
Well,
tolerate me, which is great.
You are my kind of ladies, that's for sure. So,
Yeah.
Carol, thank you so much. And
You're welcome.
as I said, any initiatives that you do, I'll make sure that I post, and we'll get you any support. So thank you so much. And we are going to bring up Robin right now, who has been waiting so
Hi, nice to see you too.
So Robin and I were the initial contacts for each other, and
Yes.
thank you for replying to my quite strange message that I wanted to have you guys on, and you probably were like, for what? But thank you for the confidence. One of the things I had said to you over and over again was, everyone is authentic here. Everyone be yourself, because we're real people in real life, and this is what I want people to see. So you're the caboose. Bring it on home, Robin.
Well, I guess bringing it on home would be that the page is truly designed to have recipes that are realistic, that are easy to be made, and are to feed a family. And sometimes when you go to some cookbooks or you look up some other recipes online, there's a list of 500 ingredients and 1,200 steps, and you just look at it and say, okay, what am I going to order in? So the purpose of this page, which I don't know if it was an original purpose, but it's come down to real families, real meals, real recipes. It's so easy to, 5 or 6 ingredients, a few steps, and the family's happy, and everyone's saying, wow, that's really good. That's the goal. And I truly think that the page does that.
Yeah, because, as I mentioned before, I work, and Sunday I do a lot of cooking. I'll do 2, sometimes 3 meals or 2.5 meals just to get a jump on the week. But they're the same thing over and over again. And I like to try it up. I have to tell you, my son, who's 24 and has a great appetite, will try anything. He will literally try everything. As a matter of fact, his girlfriend is here. I'm usually at my dining room table. They kick me out because his girlfriend's making him fish tacos, which I've never made. So they're making me fish tacos tonight for dinner. And I'm like, thank you. I don't have to cook tonight.
Yeah, that's always nice if you have someone else who's going to do the cooking. But you're never alone. You're never alone in the kitchen, because if you're making something and you have a question, you can always just put it right out there on the page. Like, how long do I need to cook a chicken cutlet for? Some people don't know. And that's the beauty of this page. It's meant for everybody. It's meant from the beginner, who tonight we had a situation about how to boil water, and to someone who, we have this gentleman named Peter, who is an insane cook and makes such elaborate meals. But that's the beauty of the page. Everybody's welcome to be part of it. Everybody participates in it. And there's no dumb question. I mean, we've seen the question like, should I throw it out? Should I toss it? Should I throw it out? Should I keep it?
I see that.
I see a lot of it. And what my feeling is, personally, is if you need to ask, it needs to go in the garbage. But then there are other people who answer with so much more intelligence than that they literally know that, hey, you can keep that piece of fish for another 2-3 days. Where I would, okay, I'm asking, I think if I'm doubting myself, I'm going to toss.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's the beauty. You're never alone. There's somebody out there who knows the answer that you don't know the answer to it.
Yes. Well, you know what? That's really important. As a matter of fact, let me ask, because I have some chicken cutlets that are in the freezer. You're just getting that little bit of frost around them. And I feel like I don't think I want to use them.
You see, now my opinion is if you're not comfortable, they need to be tossed. That's me. But there are going to be people on that page who are going to tell you to cut the little bit of frost off and go ahead to frost them and eat them, that they're going to be fine.
Yeah.
So it's your comfort level. You know, it's your stomach. You're the one who's eating it.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to, you're going to deal with the effects of the food.
Well, I love my son, and I'd like him to not get salmonella. So
well, then you need to toss those chicken cutlets, don't you?
I think I'm going to. Now, you know what? Just let me ask you a question, because my son, who eats everything.
Okay.
My daughter is a vegetarian.
Huh.
And she's a very good cook, and there are some things that we make together. She uses a lot of tofu, but I see her being very repetitive. And so I think I'm going to throw it at her and say, you know what, Chris? Post in the Merrick Girls Weekday recipes. Does anybody have a vegan recipe that maybe doesn't contain broccoli and tofu?
And you know what the other thing she can do? There's in the search bar, there are so many people who have posted vegetarian and vegan recipes that all she has to do is type in the search bar vegan, and she'd be shocked about how many recipes are going to come up that may or may not include broccoli and tofu. But it will be there for her.
Okay. Well, that's an important reminder that you do have that search bar, and that you could put fish or chicken or lamb or whatever. So that's
you want. And also, if there's someone that you know who is a terrific cook and you've seen their recipes before, you could even put their name in and see what they've posted recently. Because we have some people who are very loyal to the page and who are phenomenal cooks and who literally share with us on a daily or at least 3 times a week basis. And some of their stuff is amazing. It really is.
I have to tell you, I took a quick look today, and you have some funny memes on there.
Yeah, we have some funny. Well, Sunday is fun. You know, we love the recipe. We love the recipes. We love the camaraderie, and it's not just about the recipes. It's about the friendships. It's about sharing some funny stuff. We don't allow politics. We don't. But if it's food, it's amazing. And then we do have every once in a while on Saturdays, we do off topic. Let's just post something out there.
Okay.
And we have 20,000 people who may know the answer to, you know, what's the best car to go purchase this day? I mean, I don't know. I'm making something up. Or where do I get the best mascara? Or what is the best mascara? So every once in a while, it's fun to go off topic just to keep the page moving and keep it alive and keep it exciting. Some of the memes are very funny. Thank you, Julie Horowitz. She tends to be our.
I have to tell you, the one that I thought was the funniest was the zombie.
Oh, with the vegetables staring at you. I put that one today too. That was very funny. That was great. That was a good one. I'm not sure who posted it. Probably Julie, but not necessarily. So
it was funny.
It was a good one.
That's me and fruit. I definitely don't eat enough fruit. I stick to bananas and blueberries with my yogurt. And I really should venture out. There's a new pink pineapple. Have you guys heard about it?
I saw it at Stu Leonard's. I haven't purchased it yet because it's like it's a king's ransom. It's very expensive.
I know that. My ex-husband is actually in produce, and occasionally, I'll get a box of gifts for the kids and myself. And
that's nice. My ex doesn't.
Yeah, the pink pineapple is delicious.
Is it worth it?
It's worth it. I'll tell you what, because it doesn't have a lot of acidity that a regular pineapple have. It's much sweeter, but it doesn't have that burn. So if you're someone that, is affected by pineapple, It doesn't have
Right.
to burn. Try one.
Got it. And there's one other thing I did. As being the caboose, I get to have heard what we all talked about during the
Yes.
whole program. And the cookbook. I would love to spearhead the project of a cookbook. But if there's anyone out there who wants to, first we need to get everybody to agree that we can use their recipes. So that's one issue that we just say, can we use it? We've never monetized the page, so it wouldn't be for money. It would probably be so that we would donate it to Feeding America or even more local to Island Harvest if we were able. But we would need a typesetter and we would need a publisher.
Ah, okay.
So if there's anybody out there on this page who would like to help get that project on the move and get it rolling, you have the four of us lending the support to make it happen, because I think there are just so many phenomenal recipes that have come to this group, and there are 20,000 people, and I know that there's got to be at least 2 or 3 who are in the publishing business, who are in the typesetting business, who can help bring this to fruition.
Well, I will definitely keep my eyes open and my ears open, because
Okay.
I feel like if I don't know someone and I put it on my page and say what it's for, I think you can get this done. Now,
Right. I would love to see it done.
you mentioned something that I want to highlight. One of the charities has been.
Wait, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. We may have to edit this.
I wanted to highlight was your Feeding America fundraiser. So
Okay.
all this work that you do, there is a purpose at times, and that is to help others. And I think that that's amazing. And I applaud you all for that, because it's very easy to just say, toss it. I can't get over there. It's too hard. I happen to know the originator of Island Harvest. Her son and my son graduated high school together. She has done amazing work. And you could throw a stone and find a food pantry. There's the vet mart behind NUMC. That there is someone who's going to take your non-perishables. So that is absolutely wonderful. I love that. That's doing good for your community, and bravo.
Thank you. I mean, Carol and I are Pampered Chef consultants, and it's a perfect. I mean, it goes hand in hand with having the page. But we always said we were never going to monetize the page. That the page was meant to do good. So when we hold the Pampered Chef fundraiser, Pampered Chef, depending upon how much money you sell in goods, they give anywhere between 10 to 15%. Carol and I make 15% commission. We're probably the only consultants who say, okay, that 15% is going to also go to Feeding America. So that's why we feel comfortable promoting Pampered Chef on the page, because we know that we're not making money, that we're donating what we make to the cause. So, and the group has been phenomenal in purchasing and buying some of the products from us, just because it's not like they're buying something they don't need. They're buying something that, but then we also did, we did the tote bags. We did,
I bought 2
aprons. We had aprons. We had mugs. We had candles.
Okay.
And another great thing we did, and I'm not sure why we did it, but there has to be some reason as to why we did it. Well, I know why we did it, because we appreciate the support and love of the police. We brought donuts and coffee to all the police stations in Nassau and Suffolk. Not all, a majority of the police stations in Nassau and Suffolk County, through donations that people in the group made to us. That was fun. It was fun going and saying, we just wanted to say thank you for all you do for us.
Well, I'm sure they appreciated that.
I think they did.
I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did. And on behalf of our community, thank you for doing that.
Oh, you're welcome. It was fun. It was fun. But and again, there goes the friendship part. is
Yeah.
the four of us got to get into a car and just drive around Long Island with lots of donuts and lots of Joe.
Somebody's
and
holding
drop
the
it off.
coffee. Don't spill the
Yeah,
coffee.
and just say, and walk into a police officer and just say, we just wanted to say thank you, and hopefully you'll enjoy these donuts in your break room. And it was
That's
fun.
amazing. Listen,
Yep.
promise me that you'll keep me posted, any events, and definitely videotape, because we'd love to see you doing actions like that. You know, surprising
Oh,
someone and saying, this is just because we think you're wonderful and we want to say thank you.
perfect. I promise you, we will definitely do that. And hopefully you'll help us get this cookbook done. That would be phenomenal. How fun would that be?
There's a word in my vocabulary that I never say, and
What's
that's
that?
no.
No. Okay. I do. I say no sometimes, but that's because that's me.
I really don't say no. There's never a project that's too small or too big for me. So
Okay.
you and I are going to be in touch. I'm going to put a couple feelers out.
That would be awesome. I would love to work on it. It would
And
be,
I want
it
a
would be a lot of fun.
signed autograph from the four of you.
You got it. We'll sign
Okay.
we'll personally sign a cookbook for you. You got it. That would be
All
great.
right. Listen, Robin, thank you so much. I appreciate you. As I said, when I sent that message, I thought, oh, I don't know if she's going to respond. And right away you responded. So thank you
My husband
so
says
much.
I'm on the computer. My husband says I'm on the computer too much, but at least you got your response. There you go.
And listen, this is for a good cause. So any fundraisers, any initiatives, we're looking for a publisher. We're looking for someone to help you get that recipe book to fruition. And it may take a little time, but you know what? It's August. Wouldn't that make a great Christmas gift?
Or if it's not in time for Christmas, Mother's Day is another great time to
Okay.
get, and Father's Day is
Okay.
another time.
Okay.
So it would be great. We can make it happen. I know we can.
Let's make it happen. We're going to make it happen.
I like that. That's
All
phenomenal.
right. Robin, thank you so much. Thank you
You're very,
all
very
ladies
welcome.
for being here with me. And it's been so much fun getting to know all of you. And I look forward to having more conversations with you.
We look forward to it too. Anytime. We're here.
Thank you, Robin.
Okay. Have a great night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.